Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Here she is, Miss America 2000, veterans advocate, fashion designer, and the host of Kentucky Living Magazine's Best in Kentucky Awards live from the Kentucky State Fair. Let's hear it for Heather French Henry.
Good morning. Are you having a great morning here in Kentucky, the Kentucky State Fair? It's another beautiful day. There's thousands of exhibits and things to see. And Rise, I always say you're stuck between funnel cakes and Ferris wheels. So you're in a great place in Kentucky. So it's great to be here at Kentucky Living's Best of Kentucky Awards. Thanks to our co-sponsor, Katie's Treat County Tourism, and all of you for joining us here at the Kentucky State Fair and on Facebook Live. So out there in social media land, let's give them a round of applause. Let's welcome them today. Hey! So for more than 70 years, Kentucky Living Magazine has celebrated the energy of Kentucky. Tourism, recipes, gardening, home improvement, the people who make Kentucky truly a great place to live. We encourage you to share photos and updates from today's show on Facebook and Twitter at Kentucky Living and the hashtag Best in Kentucky, which all of you are, hashtag Best in Kentucky, of course. We are announcing, this is very important, the first, second, and third place winners from the stage. Then at the end of the program, as traditional, after we announce all the winners, the Kentucky Living staff will have plaques and certificates for you at the tables behind the seats. And some of you who are multiple winners over the years, you will know we have a wonderful little camera area set up. So we will present your awards to you after the show. We know that many of you, like me, were exhibitors here at the fair. So we want to make sure we move this on in an expedited fashion, but we'll have a lot of fun getting pictures and talking and gripping and grinning afterwards right behind you with your plaques and your certificates. So our first presenter, of course, like me, has been living at the fair probably since around August 8th, trying to get things set up. Certainly for this fair, we're here almost every single day, and I'm proud of the work certainly that he does with our Kentucky Department of Agriculture. And of course, I'm talking about your Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, Ryan Quarles. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thank you, Heather, and welcome to the 115th Kentucky State Fair, where we expect over 600,000 people to enter the Expo Center to learn a little bit more about where their food comes from. While you're at the State Fair, we invite you to enjoy the sights, sounds, and smells that make the Kentucky State Fair such a unique experience. And there's no better place to learn about where your food comes from than to visit Ag Land. Right here in the South Wing is 1 acre dedicated to telling the story of Kentucky agriculture. So if you get a chance, check out Ag Land next door. Our first category awards today are Best Farm Tourist Attraction. In Kentucky, we have over 500 farm tourism destinations from Pikeville to Fulton County. A lot of Kentuckians are touring these agritourism events and locations to not only learn about where their food comes from, but to buy Kentucky proud as well. So without further ado, here are our award winners for Farm Tourist Attraction. In third place, Hinton's Orchard and Farm Market out of Hodgenville. Congratulations, great to see the Hintons here today. In second place, Dennison's Roadside Market out of Horse Cave. Congratulations. And in first place for Farm Tourist Attraction is Cherry's Dairy Barn and Restaurant out of Bowling Green. Congratulations to Chaney's. Congratulations, Chaney. They have the best bourbon crunch ice cream you can imagine. They have farm tours. They have over 13,000 visitors each year. They're located just south of Bowling Green. And behind the scenes are Carl Chaney and his crew, a true farm family. So congratulations once again to Chaney's Dairy Barn for Best Farm Tourist Attraction. In our next category, I would like to announce the award winners for Best Farmers Markets. But before I do, a special thanks to Kentucky Living Magazines for its passion about educating the public about where food comes from. And there's no better way to do that than to visit our 160 plus farmers markets across Kentucky. And so when we had to decide best farmers markets, you really have to vote with your belly. And in third place, Hardin County's Farmers Market. Congratulations. In second place, Henderson Farmers Market. Congratulations. And in first place, Lexington Farmers Market. Congratulations. With dozens of booths, colorful produce, fresh cut flowers, beer, cheese, growers, and crowds of shoppers, and live music most days, the Lexington Farmers Markets feels more like a festival than a farm and garden market cooperative. For more than 40 years, this year-round market has brought goods and a dynamic atmosphere to downtown Lexington. And of course, that's where we can find my uncle selling Quarles Farms produce year-round. A special thanks once again to Kentucky Living for celebrating the best in Kentucky, and I hope you all have a wonderful and enjoyable Kentucky State Fair. Great to be with you today.
And don't forget, while you're at the State Fair, you can also use the wonderful hashtag Kentucky Proud, because we are a Kentucky Proud audience, aren't we? I think we should be. We love our Kentucky farmers and our Kentucky products. Thanks so much, Ryan. We appreciate your work. The Kentucky State Fair's long history dates back to 1816, when a Fayette County farmer was actually the organizer. It was held in various places until Louisville became the fair's permanent home in 1907. Hey, somebody is doing well on the cornhole back there. Great job back there. That's awesome. I hear them cheering. Well, and the fair has called the Kentucky Exposition Center home since 1956, so we've been here for quite a few years. Please welcome the Kentucky Exposition Center's General Manager, Kevin Moore.
Thanks, Heather. We are proud to be home of not only the State Fair, but hundreds of events all year long. Our 1.2 million square feet of contiguous meeting space serves events of all sizes. Speaking of events, twice a year in the spring and the fall, Kentucky Living publishes a festival guide for festivals and events all across the Commonwealth. To make sure your event or festival is included, please be sure to submit it on KentuckyLiving.com. Now, here are the Best in Kentucky awards for event or festival. Third place, Lincoln Days Celebration, Hodgenville. Second place, Monroe County Watermelon Festival, Tompkinsville. And the winner, WC Handy Blues and Barbecue Festival, Henderson. One of the country's longest running free music festivals remembers W.C. Handy, the composer, musician, music publisher who spent some 10 years in Henderson. The annual festival brings blues, musicians, and slow-cooked barbecue together in a beautiful setting, Audubon Mills Park, for 4 days in June. Congratulations. Those of you who enjoy the Midway know all about the thrill rides and excitement of the Kentucky State Fair. Our state is filled with adventure, and here are the Best of Kentucky winners in category of Place for Adventure. Third place, Natural Bridge State Resort Park, Slade. Second place, Mammoth Cave National Park. And the winner, Red River Gorge Geological Area, Stanton. Thousands of hikers, wildlife lovers, photographers, picnickers, rock climbers, rappellers, and other outdoor enthusiasts are drawn to Red River Gorge each year. Within Daniel Boone National Forest, the gorge is a place of spectacular overlooks, streams, and unique geological features such as natural sandstone arches where adventure and camping opportunities abound. Congratulations and enjoy the fair.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Now please welcome the president of the Kentucky Farm Bureau, Mark Haney.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Kentucky Farm Bureau is so proud to be a part of Kentucky State Fair, and for many, many years. We have just finished our 56 country ham breakfast and charity auction. It was a huge success this morning. Sold a country ham for $1 million. That was pretty exciting for us today. Thank you. Very excited for us. We also are involved in many areas. We have certainly Freddie Farm Bureau that people enjoy every year. We're involved in many facets of the fair. Well, one of the most important things that we think that we're involved in is the pride of the counties. And it is to your right, through these doors right here. And I would encourage you to go by and visit all those booths. They do such a marvelous job representing the communities that they represent and how they display things that really showcase the activity in their counties. And so every year we award the winner a winning display that we announce at this event. And it's my honor to announce this year's winner as being Edmonson County. Edmonson County, congratulations to you. Certainly, we encourage you to go by and look at all the booths, but say congratulations to Edmonson County. Again, enjoy your day at the fair. This is Farm Bureau Day at the Fair. We have a lot of our members that will be all over this fairgrounds all day long, and we're excited about the opportunities that they have. So thank you very much, Heather. I appreciate that.
We certainly appreciate Mr. Haney being here, and that ham breakfast was wonderful. It was delicious. A lot of politicians, all the hot air you can handle in one room, certainly. But, you know, I was really proud as your first Miss Kentucky to become Miss America to be the first Miss Kentucky to carry that ham for that auction. And in those days, it got $118,000, and today it was $1 million. A lot's happened in 20 years, certainly. So we want to thank Mr. Haney for being here to be able to give that award out for the pride of the counties. It is important that you go visit those wonderful counties who showed up to deliver some wonderful information about the truly magnificent amenities that we have here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And the winner of that can meet Mr. Haney, of course, at their booth at the Pride of the Counties for their picture for Kentucky's award for Best in Kentucky. So let's now check in with one of our favorite, and I consider her a Best of Kentucky. She is a Best of Kentucky winner from Wave 3, our own Louisville, Dawn G.
Thank you, Heather. I bet the crowd is working up an appetite at the Best in Kentucky show, so let's get right to the awards for Best Pizza, as chosen by Kentucky Living readers. Third place, Rockhouse on the River in Henderson. Second place, Miguel's Pizza in Slade, Kentucky. And the Best in Kentucky winner, Hometown Pizza, with 18 locations throughout the central part of the state. Hometown Pizza started in LaGrange and is a family-oriented restaurant with all kinds of pizzas, appetizers, salads, sandwiches, wraps, pasta, entrees, and pizza dessert made with cream cheese, seasoned fruit, and streusel. The restaurant freshly shreds its mozzarella daily and sources the best locally grown produce. Let's go from pizza to another Kentucky favorite, bourbon and the great distilleries that are fueling a tourism boom. Here are the Best in Kentucky winners in the distillery category. Third place, Woodford Reserve Distillery, Versailles. Second place, Buffalo Trace, Frankort. And first place, Maker's Mark Distillery, Loretto, the only operating distillery designated a National Historic Landmark. Maker's Mark is one of Kentucky's most popular tourist destinations and perfectly reflects the unique character of the whiskey created there. Thanks to my friends at Kentucky Living, and congratulations to all Best in Kentucky winners. Back to you.
We love Dawn G. I know she's not here in person. Let's give her a round of applause. She's so magnificent. All right, well, you will notice that many of the Best in Kentucky categories, of course, are related to Kentucky tourism, and there's so much to see and do in our great Commonwealth. And we're thrilled this morning to welcome the Acting Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Tourism. You might also know him from his work as the Executive Director of the Kentucky Film Office. Please welcome to the stage, Jay Hall.
Thanks, Heather. And thanks to Kentucky Living for sharing the great stories of Kentucky tourism. Now to the category of down-home restaurant. Food is as much a part of Kentucky as bourbon, horses, and our beautiful landscapes, with iconic dishes, local flavor, and emerging chefs. With Top Chef Season 16 being filmed here, our Better in the Bluegrass culinary initiatives, and the State Parks Culinary Trail, everyone can find their flavor in the Bluegrass State. And as a reminder, Kentucky Living's amazing recipes collection is available free for everyone on KentuckyLiving.com. So now to the winners. For Down Home Restaurant, in third place, Hometown Roots, Henderson. In second place, the Dixie Cafe and Quick Stop in Keene. And first place, the Lighthouse Restaurant, Sulphur Well. Diners tell Tammy and Rodney Deckard that coming to Lighthouse Restaurant is like sitting at Grandma's supper table. Catfish, fried chicken, and Penn's country ham served with sides including coleslaw, fried apples, green beans, creamy stewed tomatoes, red-eyed gravy, and biscuits. Desserts are always homemade and delicious. And I'm starving now. Congratulations to the Lighthouse Restaurant. The year 2020 will mark the year of music for Kentucky. Now is the perfect time to plan a trip to experience the diverse abundance of music shaping the Bluegrass State. Soulful blues, soothing jazz, lively country, and the fastest bluegrass pickin' in the world are just a taste of the dynamic music scene we have here in Kentucky. So today I'm excited to announce the Best in Kentucky winners in the category of Place for Live Music. And you might be surprised that we have a tie for second place. So congratulations to the Louisville Palace and Rib Liquors Smoke Shack in Glasgow. And the 2019 Best in Kentucky winner for Place for Live Music is Renfro Valley Entertainment Center in Mount Vernon. For 80 years, the Renfro Valley Entertainment Center has been committed to a variety of shows for all ages, with a staff noted for its southern hospitality. Renfro Valley hops from April through December in its vast complex that also includes RV parks and a shopping village. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you for supporting Kentucky tourism.
Well, 2019 marks 20 years since Bill Meck became chief meteorologist at WLEX Channel 18. He's known for his humor, education, and accuracy, and he's a past Best in Kentucky winner. Let's go to Storm Tracker Center for our next awards.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck from LEX 18 in Lexington, a past winner of the Best of Kentucky Awards. Pleased to bring you this year's qualifiers in the houseboating lake category. Now, of course, houseboating, any boating is really dependent on the weather, so of course folks are tuned in to see what the forecast is going to be. We don't have a forecast, we've got results for you right here. Your 2019 winners are, third place comes in as Dale Hollow Lake out of Burkesville, so you folks there in southern Kentucky enjoy that. Your second place lake, we go out to western Kentucky for the fine folks at Kentucky Lake, Marshall and Callaway counties. Your number one houseboating lake, and this should come as no surprise to anyone. Beautiful and scenic Lake Cumberland, Pulaski, Russell, Wayne, and Clinton counties, as well as Burnside. You folks there, congratulations. Now, if you've seen the houseboats there on Lake Cumberland, a lot of them are nicer than my house, which may not say much about my house. But again, they are absolutely beautiful, and the reason why Kentucky is the houseboating capital of the world. We've got one other category to talk to you about here. Let's talk about arts and crafts festivals. And this is from our home office. We bring you the number three candidate here. Henderson Lions Club Arts and Crafts Fair out of Henderson. your second place winner. And if our number one winner cannot fulfill its duties, it will become the number one. But for right now, second place goes to St. James Court Art Show out of Louisville. And your number one Arts and Crafts Festival from beautiful Berea. It's the Berea Craft Festival. Congratulations to all of our winners here. Again, to all of you who are enjoying this program, we certainly hope you have a terrific time. Enjoy the winners, and we'll send it back to you guys.
Well, Kentucky is about 380 miles long and 140 miles wide. It's actually bordered by 7 states. Let's see if we can all name them. Of course, Kentucky is bordered by Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. That's pretty easy. Tennessee is our kissing cousin to the south. On the east are West Virginia and Virginia. And of course, Missouri borders Kentucky on the west. And there's a lot to do in between, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the best of Kentucky winners for a day trip in the Commonwealth. Third place, Red River Gorge Geological Area in Stanton, Kentucky. Second place, no doubt, Cumberland Falls at Cumberland Falls State Resort Park in Corbin. And your number one destination day trip in the Commonwealth goes to Mammoth Cave National Park in Mammoth Cave. Free heritage walks and natural history porch talks, biking, hiking, and horseback riding, boating, canoeing, and kayaking, camping, fishing, and swimming. You can do it all there. You can actually do it in more than one day if you want to take a multiple day trip. I'm sure they would love you, but it's an easy way to get to, and it's a great way to spend with the family, and it is definitely worth the trip, and it's our Best of Kentucky award. So let's give them another round of applause for Mammoth Cave. Well, did you know that Kentucky Living is read by more than 1 million Kentuckians every month? That's a lot of reading in Kentucky. Here are our next awards as the editors for Kentucky Living, Anita Travis Richter.
Thanks, Heather. We love sharing the stories of Kentucky's great destinations. The next category is Long Weekend Getaway. You know, I've been to all 3 of these, and I will have to say that they are all definitely winners. Third place, Land Between the Lakes, National Recreation Area, Golden Pond. Second place, Cumberland Falls at Cumberland Falls State Resort Park, Corbin. And the winner is Lake Cumberland, Somerset, Pulaski County, Russell County, Burnside, Monticello, Wayne County, and Clinton County. Yes, all of these cities and counties can claim Lake Cumberland because it's one of the 10 largest man-made lakes in the country, 63,000 acres, with more than 1,200 miles of federally protected shoreline. It's an ideal spot for all types of water sports, camping, hiking, and more. Thank you, and give a round of applause for Lake Cumberland. Our readers often tell us how much they enjoy reading about history in Kentucky Living. And each of the winners in the historic site category have been featured in the pages of Kentucky Living. Third place winner is Mammoth Cave National Park, Mammoth Cave. Second place goes to Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill, Harrodsburg. And the winner is My Old Kentucky Home, Bardstown. My Old Kentucky Home is one of the most iconic 19th century homes in America, best known for the inspiration for Stephen Foster's famous song. Today, the Mansion Museum stays busy with programs like A House Divided, that is in September, which explores the connection to the American Civil War. And in October, the popular Weep No More, bizarre Victorian mourning and funerary customs. Congratulations, My Old Kentucky Home. Thank you all.
Well, that sounds like something we could read about in one of Byron Crawford's columns on the back page of Kentucky Living. So you never know what Byron is up to. Let's check in with him now.
Hello, I'm Byron Crawford. One of the things I like almost as much as writing the back page of Kentucky Living is laying down some tasty licks on my guitar. You know, Kentucky has so many great musicians and singers. And I'm here to tell you who came in the top 3 in your voting as your favorites. 3rd place, Tyler Childers. 2nd place, the Kentucky Headhunters. And 1st place in your voting, Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton was born in Lexington and grew up in Staffordsville, Kentucky. He's amassed credits for writing and co-writing over 170 songs. He's the recipient of 5 Grammy Awards, 7 Academy of Country Music Awards, 10 Country Music Association Awards, 5 Billboard Music Awards, 2 iHeartRadio Music Awards, among others. For his work as composer, he's received 9 ASCAP Country Awards, including the coveted Vanguard Award. Thank you, Kentucky. You know, if you have kids, I know you're always looking for ways to get them out of the house. And Kentucky is brimming with kid-friendly attractions. Today, I'm here to announce the top 3 by your votes of the kid-friendly attractions in Kentucky. Number 3, the Newport Aquarium. Number 2, Kentucky Down Under. And you voted the number 1 kid-friendly attraction in Kentucky, the Louisville Zoo. Hear that, buddy? You won. Congratulations. Celebrating its 50th year, the Louisville Zoo currently exhibits more than 1,100 animals on 134 acres of natural settings representing zoo geographical areas. The zoo also features concessions and catering, multiple playgrounds, several gift shops, rides and attractions including the Splash Park, Conservation Carousel, zoo trams, zoo trains, adventure ropes courses, camel rides, and the Boma African Petting Zoo.
Well, we certainly love Byron Crawford. Congratulations to Chris Stapleton and the Louisville Zoo. Well, while you're visiting all the wonderful exhibits here at the State Fair, I do want to ask you to take the time in the South Wing B to visit our Veterans exhibit. If you look for the large flags hanging down this year, we are focusing on the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Last couple of years, we focused on our 100th anniversary of Kentucky's involvement in World War I with Camp Zachary Taylor. And this year, still a 10,000 square foot exhibit. You can learn all about some wonderful Kentucky heroes throughout World War II, going from Pearl Harbor all the way to D-Day. We even got you in a Stuart tank that you can look at and 2 Ford World War II Jeeps. A lot of you may not know that Ford actually made Jeeps during World War II, and we got one that was built right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and one from Dallas, Texas. So make sure you see us in the South Wing B. Look overhead for the red, white, and blue flags. You can't miss it, certainly. And I can't wait to see Kentucky Living this November. It's actually going to include a wonderful article about the Sons of Bardstown, which is the Kentucky National Guard unit which suffered heavy losses in Vietnam. As the daughter of a Vietnam veteran, I want to say a huge thank you to Kentucky Living for telling their story. Thank you. And now, let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend, Kentucky Living's own Joe Arnold.
Thank you. Emphasize myth and whatever that is. Okay, thank you. It is so good to see everybody here. It's so good to talk to everybody on Facebook Live. Everybody turn around to that camera and wave. Facebook Live, hello world. We're all enjoying Best in Kentucky. Don't forget, by the way, the September issue of Kentucky Living is our Best in Kentucky issue, with all of today's winners will be profiled there. And Kentucky Living and our staff in the back there, wave guys, blue shirts. It is a labor of love, a deep love of Kentucky. We want to thank everyone who contributes We want to thank our advertisers, everyone who supports these positive stories about Kentucky. Best in Kentucky is sponsored by the KDIS, Trigg County Tourist and Convention Commission. Is it KDIS or is it KDs? KDs? Let's settle this once and for all. We're going to go to Bill Stevens in Trigg County to find out. Okay, Bill, is it KDIS or is it KDs?
Hi, Joe. Welcome to KDIS. It's KDIS. We're the friendliest small town in Kentucky. Hunters and fishermen from all over come here to the shores of Lake Barkley. In fact, they'd like to know what Kentucky Living readers have voted as the top hunting or fishing area. Kentucky Living Great Outdoors columnist Dave Shuffett is out here with the answer.
Hi, I'm Dave Shuffett, outdoor writer for Kentucky Living. I'm here to announce two of the main categories celebrating the great outdoors. You know, most Kentucky outdoors enthusiasts would rather give you their bank account number than divulge their favorite hunting or fishing spot. So we're grateful to those who voted for their favorite public place to hunt and fish. Here are the winners. In third place, Barren River. In second place, Lake Cumberland. And once again, the winner is the land between the lakes. With thousands of acres teeming with game and over 300 miles of undeveloped shoreline, land between the lakes offers an impressive variety of hunting and fishing opportunities.
Thanks, Dave. That's great news. Hunting and fishing are big draws to KDIS, and we also host many conferences and families who are looking for fun, affordable, and safe places to give kids a memorable vacation experience. Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area has hundreds of miles of trails for hiking, mountain biking, and ATVing. And you don't want to miss our restaurants, our farmers market, and every October we celebrate our ham history with the Trigg County Country Ham Festival. We're proud to partner with Kentucky Living. Let's get back to the next Best in Kentucky award with Dave Shuffett.
There's nothing better than getting off the grid and enjoying a few nights camping in beautiful Kentucky. Here are the top places to set up camp in the bluegrass. In third place, the land between the lakes. In second place, Green River. And the winner is Red River Gorge. The Red River Gorge is a unique scenic natural area that attracts thousands of visitors each year. Spectacular rock features, including sandstone arches and towering cliffs, are just part of the attraction. You can stay in one of the many cabins, enjoy some of the many well-appointed campgrounds, or for those seeking real adventure, there are several areas where you can do some backwoods camping.
And there you have it. Thanks again to Bill Stevens and Dave Shuffett. You know, Kentucky Living is published by, we are the flagship publication of Kentucky's electric cooperatives. The co-ops were built by, belong to, and are led by people in our local communities. And co-ops do everything they can to support our local families and our hometown businesses. So one of our favorite features in Kentucky Living is showing off the many products that are actually made right here in Kentucky. So here are the winners in 2019 for Made in Kentucky product. In third place, the Sweet Shop and Dessert Cafe Fudge in Hodgenville. And by the way, they're at the State Fair too. Stop by and have some fudge. In second place, Kenny's Farmhouse Cheese Austin. I love that stuff. And the winner in Made in Kentucky, Maker's Mark Bourbon Loretto. From the old letterpress used to hand-cut labels to the way the distillery insists on hand-rotating barrels and hand-dipping the bottles, Maker's Mark is still doing things just like they did in 1954. You know, when Maker's Mark was founded, the statewide association of the co-ops in Kentucky here was 6 years old. And today, this association continues to represent and advocate for the 26 electric cooperatives in Kentucky that serve more than 1.5 million people. That's about 35% of the state's population. We are, in fact, in 117 of the 120 counties in Kentucky. It's a pretty widespread footprint, and we're proud to serve. So Kentucky Living, the magazine, is our way of supporting this community of people who are proud to be Kentuckians and proud to be knowledgeable co-op members. We're all about improving the quality of life in Kentucky. This is why this is a great fit. Our Beautify the Bluegrass partnership with Governor Matt Bevin is all about improving the quality of life, promoting dozens of improvement projects in local communities, including many by the co-ops here. So now to announce our winners of Beautify the Bluegrass in 2019, please welcome to the stage from the Governor's Office of Faith-Based Initiatives, its Executive Director, Gary Gupton.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You know, the governor got the idea to do this award as he traveled around the state as a candidate 4 years ago, and then as governor, the thing he would notice is there's these little pockets of Kentucky that have been forgotten and neglected. And he wanted to make sure to remind Kentuckians to go back and remember some of those beautiful places that need just a little bit of TLC. And those of us on the governor's staff learned about Beautify the Bluegrass the same time that you guys did. The first time the governor told us that we were going to be doing Beautify the Bluegrass was during the 2017 State of the Commonwealth address. And the very first person to capture a vision of what Beautify the Bluegrass could be was Joe Arnold. The very next day, Joe called my office and said that Kentucky Living magazine wanted to get involved with this. Joe, would you mind just coming up on the stage for a second, just one more time? Because we finished going through the voting on Friday, and the governor saw how this award has changed, and he says, we need to make Joe Arnold a Kentucky Colonel.
Oh. How about that? Hey, look at that.
So please welcome for the first time, Kentucky Colonel Joe Arnold.
All right. There's a policy here of no acceptance speeches from the stage. I'm going to go ahead and, no, I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. I'm proud to be a colonel, and I look forward to is there a pension?
No. There's not for anybody.
Okay,
yeah. Don't take it personally. All right, well, without further ado, the people who decide this award are the readers of Kentucky Living magazine and the governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Please listen now as Governor Matt Bevin presents those awards via video. Governor?
Hi, this is Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin. It is the time of year where we announce the winners of the Beautify the Bluegrass Award. This really is taking on a life of its own in all the right ways. It is so hard to be able to pick the winner. You're going to see videos of 5 of the top finalists to whom we narrowed it down, and they're very disparate. Some is literally a single person with occasional other volunteers doing something that almost feels like an effort and futility because it has to be done again every single day. But it's inspirational. Others were done by a homeowners association stepping up and seizing an opportunity within their community. Another, a civic organization stepping up in a way even beyond their expectations to seize an opportunity in their own community. I wish we could honor every one of them with an award specifically, besides just drawing attention to them, congratulating them, and saying thank you to them. But let me single out 2 winners in particular. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the winner of the Governor's Award. The Governor's Award this year for the 2019 Beautify the Bluegrass goes to Camp Kysock. Camp Kysock is resuscitating a camp that was once an Easter Seals camp, specializing in service provided, in experiences provided to young people with disabilities and not so young people. But not only making this available to people with disabilities on a going forward basis, but also by allowing this to become accessible to people regardless of any disabilities that they might have. Congratulations to Camp Kysock and all the men and women who made this possible, this year's Governor's Award winner for Beautify the Bluegrass. The second award that we want to give out today is the Commonwealth Award. This year's Commonwealth Award winner for 2019 Beautify the Bluegrass goes to those folks who have refurbished, resuscitated, and revitalized Rodburn Hollow Park in Moorhead. Congratulations to all the men and women who stepped up and literally and figuratively moved mountains in some cases, or at least the trails on mountains, to make this possible. Congratulations to those folks in Moorhead, Rodburn Hollow Park, for this year's Commonwealth Award for Beautify the Bluegrass.
Now, in addition to the public projects, Kentucky's rural electric cooperatives are really leading the charge all across the state. They not only power our homes and our businesses, but they power a lot of these projects. And the winner of the Co-op Award for Beautify the Bluegrass is the West Kentucky Rural Electric for their project at the Kirksey Ball Field. You see, after the Kirksey Ball Field many years ago started to fall into disrepair, it was discovered that there's a Special Olympics team that wanted to use these worn-out facilities for their own use. That was the Murray Rockets. So the cooperative heard about this, and they got busy. They partnered with the Tennessee Valley Authority for their technical expertise and the Swift Environmental for their heavy equipment, and the makeover got underway and was quickly accomplished. About 30 employees from the West Kentucky RECC volunteered to help. The fencing around the old T-ball field was stripped away to make room for soccer and flag football. After that, the fencing that went around the softball fields was topped off with a bright yellow. The dugouts were renovated. The backstops were painted. 15 tons of old fencing and debris got hauled away. The entire park mowed, trimmed, and then finally manicured and ready to play ball. So Kirksey Ballpark, once again, is open to play ball, thanks to the the West Kentucky Rural Electric. So again, our winners for the Co-op Award, Western Kentucky Rural Electric, the Governor's Award, Camp Kysock, and the Commonwealth Award, the Friends of Rodburn Hollow Park in Moorhead. Please congratulate the winners. And winners, as soon as we finish the program, meet me right here in front of the podium, and we'll get some photographs and get your award from the governor. And one thanks to Chris Perry, who is inappropriately sitting in the way back. Chris, thank you for all that you have done. The president of the KAEC, for helping make these awards a great program. Thank you so much for that. Yes, very appropriate. Thank you. In the few moments I'm not working for the governor, my son Grant and I play a lot of golf. And so Joe honored me with the opportunity to recognize the Best in Kentucky Awards for best golf courses. And in third place goes to one of my favorite golf courses and one of the best in the state park system, Dale Hollow Lake Golf Course in Dale Hollow State Resort Park down in Burkesville. It is a fantastic golf course. It is worth a trip down to go see it. In second place is a Louisville golf course that's hosted 2 PGA championships and a Ryder Cup, and another PGA coming up in 2024, Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville. And the winner is a family-owned and operated golf course since 1963, Bright Leaf Golf Course Resort. Caters to groups who would love to follow up 18 holes by grilling, swimming, playing cornhole, listening to music, maybe even playing another 9 holes under the lights on the par 3 course at night. The Reader's Choice Award for the best golf course in Kentucky, Bright Leaf Golf Resort in Harrodsburg. The next award I'm going to hand off to another agency to do it, and I don't know who's going to win it, but I sure hope it's Rib Lickers, because I think that's one of the greatest names for a restaurant I've ever heard. But let's go to solve this debate about where is the best place in Kentucky to get a cheeseburger. And for that, we go to CNN commentator Scott Jennings of Run Switch Public Relations. Scott?
Kentucky hamburger lovers run deep. This is a sensitive subject, but the readers of Kentucky Living have spoken. And here are the 2019 Best in Kentucky winners in the hamburger category. In third place, it's Metzger's Tavern in Henderson. In second place, it's LeHay's Red Castle in Hodgenville. And the winner, it's a special place, Dovey's in Tompkinsville down in Monroe County. A Tompkinsville landmark for 8 decades, Dovey's secret recipe burgers are made just like they were back when Stanford Moore opened this mom and pop for his sister, Dovey. People come from miles around to step back in time, order their Dovey burger at the antique counter with the original bar stools, and wash it down with a glass bottle soft drink or a tall glass of ice cold milk. Don't want to miss Dovey's down in Monroe County. Now, let's talk about museums. As I travel to Kentucky's favorite diners, my family and I often take time to visit our great museums. Here are the Best in Kentucky winners in the museum category. In third place, it's the Lincoln Museum in Hodgenville. In second place, it's the Audubon Museum and Nature Center at the John James Audubon State Park in Henderson. And the winner in the museum category, the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green. The Corvette Museum celebrates the invention of this iconic vehicle and the preservation of the legendary automobiles, past, present, and future. The museum serves as an educational and research model for all to enjoy. Congratulations to all the Best in Kentucky winners, and thank you to Kentucky's electric cooperatives and Kentucky Living magazine for celebrating the energy of Kentucky.
The Corvette Museum. Well, in addition to great stories, Kentucky Living celebrates great images in Kentucky. You can see on the screen some of the winners of Kentucky Living's 2019 photo contest. This is the 10th year for Kentucky Living's Best of Kentucky Awards. When a winner lands in the first place slot in the same category for 3 consecutive years, they make it into the Hall of Fame. And here are the Hall of Fame winners.
Kentucky Best in Kentucky Hall of Fame. Boating Lake or River, Lake Cumberland, Somerset Pulaski County, Russell County, Burnside, Monticello Wayne County, and Clinton County. Hall of Fame Historical Landmark Museum, Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historic Park, Hodgenville. The Hall of Fame non-franchise restaurant, the Whistle Stop Restaurant, Glendale. Non-franchise barbecue Hall of Fame, Moonlight Barbecue, Owensboro. Hall of Fame Extreme Adventure Sport Location, Red River Gorge Geological Area, Stanton. Scenic View Hall of Fame, Cumberland Falls State Resort Park, Corbin. The iconic Kentucky Landmark Hall of Fame recipient, Churchill Downs, Louisville. Hall of Fame Civil War Site, Perryville Battlefield State Historic Site, Perryville. The Golf Course Hall of Fame recipient, General Burnside Island State Park, Burnside. Hall of Fame for Car Show Cruise-In, Summer Nights Cruise, Somerset. The Hall of Fame fishing spot, Lake Cumberland, Somerset Pulaski County, Russell County, Burnside, Monticello Wayne County, and Clinton County. And there are 2 new Hall of Fame recipients in 2019. Congratulations to Jericho Woods, Hall of Fame Kentucky Musician Band. And also new in 2019 for Made in Kentucky product, Hall of Famer 881 Winchester. Kentucky Living's Best in Kentucky Hall of Fame.
And I concur with all of those. Please give another round of applause. Wow. It's a lot to celebrate in Kentucky. And I just realized there's like a real life baby kangaroo like down in the front row. Like it doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, speaking of awards, Kentucky Living magazine has been recognized with several national awards over the last few years, including being named as the top cooperative publication in America by the Cooperative Communicators Association. Here is the managing editor Shannon Brock.
Thank you, Heather. We truly love Kentucky and love sharing Kentucky stories, and we welcome your ideas for people and places to feature in Kentucky Living. We learn all kinds of interesting facts, like, did you know between 2017 and 2018, Kentucky has seen a 150% increase in barrels of brewed in the state? Here are your 2019 Best in Kentucky winners in the category of craft beer. Third place, West 6 Brewing, Lexington. Second place, Henderson Brewing Company. And your winner, Country Boy Brewing in Georgetown and Lexington. Founded in 2012, Country Boy Brewing prides itself on making minimally processed beers with high-quality, real ingredients. Their recent expansion to Georgetown, Kentucky will allow them to can even more varieties. Congratulations to Country Boy. Another favorite category for all of us with a sweet tooth is the Best in Kentucky Sweet Spot. Third place for this year is Chaney's Dairy Barn in Bowling Green. Second place, Crank and Boom Ice Cream Lounge in Lexington. And the winner for this year is the Sweet Shop and Dessert Cafe in Hodgenville. 28 flavors of secret recipe homemade fudge, 16 flavors of velvet and bluebell ice cream, plus cookies, turtles, gourmet apples, lemon bars, and fudge-dipped strawberries. I want some of that right now, I can tell you. Congratulations, and thank you all for reading Kentucky Living and KentuckyLiving.com.
Thanks so much, Shannon. Well, Kentucky Living is a proud supporter of all things Kentucky Proud. The Kentucky Proud program encourages Kentuckians to enjoy fresh and nutritious foods while supporting Kentucky's farming families. Here from Kentucky Proud, please welcome Tyler Madison and Melanie McPartland.
Buying local products strengthens our local economy by keeping dollars at home and building a sense of community during the process.
Kentucky Proud is not only a way to provide safe, nutritious farm food for your loved ones, but it's also an investment in Kentucky's land, people, and its future.
And without further ado, here are the Best in Kentucky winners in the barbecue category. Third place, J&B Barbecue and Catering, Henderson. Second place, Arrowhead BBQ, Hodgenville. And the winner is Red State Barbecue in Lexington.
A classic roadside barbecue joint, Red State Barbecue, is a Kentucky Proud member where the brisket, ribs, chicken, pork, sausage are still slow smoked and all the sides are made fresh daily.
Sounds good. Over the last 25 years, Kentucky's grape and wine industry has seen rapid growth and expansion. There are more than 65 small farm wineries now in Kentucky.
And here are the Best in Kentucky winners in the winery category. Third place, Talon Winery and Vineyards, Lexington and Shelbyville. Second place, Farmer and Frenchman Winery in Henderson. And the winner in the winery category is Purple Toad Winery in Paducah.
From a former golf driving range planted with 2,500 vines in 1998. Is that true, Alan? I didn't know that. Is that right? To Kentucky's largest winery today, Purple Toad pairs modern winemaking techniques with old world knowledge to produce its high quality wines.
So, congratulations to all the Best in Kentucky winners, and thanks for supporting Kentucky Proud.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed the third annual live Best in Kentucky show, sponsored by Cadiz Trigg County Tourism here at the Kentucky State Fair. All of our winners, again, first, second, and third place, and our Hall of Fame winners, make sure you pick up your awards and meet me at the tables in the back so we can get the picture taken for Kentucky Living magazine, which will be included in your alerts to the media. Beautify the Bluegrass winners, please meet Gary Gupton in front of the stage, in front of the podium. And thank you for joining us. You can watch a replay of today's awards at KentuckyLiving.com. Ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure to be with you today, and happy Kentucky State Fair.